Someone with a lot of power has dropped the final verdict on your case and made a final decision about you. But heaven overrules. What man has spoken in pride, God will reverse in justice. The seal of man is not the end because the judge of all creation has the final word. And beloved, your story is not over. What they meant to finish, God is about to resurrect. Divine intervention is in motion. Watch how the tables turn in your favor. Let me tell you this gently, but boldly, they thought it was over for you. They thought they had the authority to silence you, discredit you, delay you, and deny you. With their titles, their wealth, their signatures, and their influence, they placed a full stop on your future and called it final. But what they didn't understand was this: heaven never gave them the pen. You are not under the verdict of man. You are under the covenant of God. When humans make rulings, they often forget that divine justice cannot be bribed, manipulated, or silenced. Earthly power has limits. Spiritual authority does not. And what is being activated over your life right now is not the conclusion of man, but the intervention of heaven. Yes, they made it official in their system. They said it was finished. They signed the documents. They released the ruling. They threw your name in conversations filled with doubt, disgrace, and dismissal. But God leaned in when they spoke here, and God said, "Not so. I have the final say." This moment you are standing in may feel like a burial. It may feel like you've been falsely labeled, falsely accused, forgotten, or condemned. But the angels around you are not mourning your downfall. They are preparing for your rising. They are arranging the details for your comeback. They are surrounding your spirit with strength because the reversal is on the way. Heaven overrules. And when heaven overrules, everything begins to shift. What was closed will open. What was lost will return. What was stolen will be restored. What was broken will be rebuilt. God is not just interested in defending you, He is determined to vindicate you. You may not have a voice in that courtroom. You may not have the power to change what was said. But let me remind you of who is speaking on your behalf, the one who created time. The one who raised the dead. The one who walks on storms and breaks chains with a word. Jesus is your advocate. The Holy Spirit is your comforter. The Father is your judge. And all of heaven is in session. The gavel of man came down to sentence you. But the hand of God is rising to rescue you. Every false claim will be exposed. Every secret conversation held in darkness will be brought into the light. Every scheme that was meant to trap you will collapse under its own weight. Because your story is not over. They tried to close the book. They tried to shut the door. They tried to write the final chapter without your voice. But God, in His mercy and in His righteousness, has pulled the pen back. He is rewriting what was written in error. He is removing every lie. He is erasing every word spoken out of jealousy, manipulation, or pride. Beloved of the Most High, hear the words of heaven. For I am an angel sent from the courts of the Almighty to speak to your heart. You have suffered long, and the weight of your trials has pressed heavily upon your soul. You have walked through valleys of shadow, where the light seemed dim and the voices of your accusers loud. You have endured injustice, borne the sting of betrayal, and carried the burden of lies spoken against you. Your cries have echoed in the silence of the night, and you have wondered if anyone truly saw, if anyone truly heard. But know this, cherished one, heaven has heard. God has seen. Every tear you have shed has been recorded in the annals of eternity, and the angels have borne witness to your pain. Now, the response of heaven is not coming in mere whispers, but in mighty waves that will sweep over your life with divine purpose and power. The tables are turning, beloved. The divine hand of God is moving, and the seasons of your suffering are giving way to seasons of restoration. Those who mocked you will stand in awe as you are elevated by the hand of the Almighty. Those who judged you unjustly will see you justified by the one who knows all truth. Those who dismissed you, who cast you aside as insignificant, will be compelled to acknowledge the divine favor upon your life. For when God decides to lift you up, no force in heaven or on earth can stand against his will. The plans of man may seem formidable, their words may cut deep, but they are nothing before the sovereignty of the Creator. His favor is your shield, his justice your banner, and his love your foundation. The courtrooms of man may hold documents, crafted with ink and sealed with signatures, but they are fleeting and frail compared to the courtroom of heaven, where your destiny is written. The decrees of earth may bind your reputation in chains, forged by lies and slander, but God is the ultimate judge, and he is about to free your name. Every label placed upon you, every lie spoken against you, every limitation imposed upon you by the hands of men will be shattered by the power of the Almighty. This is not merely a personal victory, beloved, this is a divine statement. A proclamation from the throne of God that no Ania, no king, no critic, no adversary has the authority to define you. That right belongs solely to the one who formed you, who knit you together in your mother's womb, who called you by name before the foundations of the world were laid. Let the powerful sit in their high places, cloaked in their pride and surrounded by their followers. Let them pass their judgments, secure in their temporary authority. Let them whisper in their circles, plotting and scheming. Their platforms do not intimidate God. Their connections do not impress him. For in a single moment, the Creator can shift the course of history in your favor. He can change the wind, redirect the tide, and rewrite the narrative of your life. The plans of man are like chaff before him, scattered by the breath of his Spirit. What they meant for your harm, God is transforming for your good. What they intended to destroy you, he is using to elevate you. This is your divine appeal, beloved, and the verdict of heaven has been declared. You are favored, you are chosen, you are redeemed. Do not be discouraged if the evidence of this promise has not yet fully manifested in your life. God often works in silence before he reveals his glory in sight. Behind the scenes of your story, the angels are moving. We are the messengers of the Most High, dispatched to carry out his will. Documents of truth are being reviewed in the courts of heaven. Testimonies long buried are being uncovered. evidence hidden from human eyes is being brought to light. The wheels of divine justice are turning, and they will not be stopped. The Almighty is not merely protecting you, He is preparing to exalt you, to place you in a position where His glory will shine through you for all to see. This season of trial will not end in shame. The situations that have tested your faith, that have shaken your resolve, will not destroy your future. Instead, they will serve as the platform upon which God displays His justice and His love. Every accusation hurled against you, every wound inflicted upon your heart, every moment of doubt and despair is being woven into a tapestry of triumph. The enemy thought he could silence you, but God is giving you a voice. The world thought it could diminish you, but God is preparing to magnify you. You are not forgotten, beloved. You are not defeated. You are not what they said about you. You are chosen by the King of Kings, covered by His grace, and carried by His strength into a season of vindication. The battle you face is not yours to fight alone. The vengeance you seek is not yours to carry. The proof of your righteousness is not yours to chase down. Lay your case at the feet of God, and trust in His faithfulness. He is your advocate, your defender, and your deliverer. He will make a public display of His justice, not for your glory, but for His. The story of your life is turning, beloved. The sentence of condemnation is breaking. The final word belongs to God, and His word is one of restoration, redemption, and victory. Beloved, let us pause to consider the weight of your tears. Each one has been a silent prayer, a cry from the depths of your soul, and not one has gone unnoticed. In the courts of heaven, there is a sacred ledger where every tear is recorded, every sigh is noted, and every moment of your suffering is accounted for. The psalmist declares, "You have kept count of my tossings, put my tears in your bottle. Are they not in your book?" Psalm 56:8. God has not turned His face from your pain. He has seen every moment of injustice, every wound inflicted by careless words or cruel intentions. He has heard the whispers of your heart when you felt abandoned, when you wondered if your cries would ever be answered. The angels, too, have been witnesses to your journey. We have stood by, not as indifferent spectators, but as messengers of the Most High, recording the truth of your story. We have seen the moments when you chose to forgive despite the pain, when you chose to hope despite the despair, when you chose to trust despite the betrayal. These acts of faith have not been in vain. They have been seen, they have been honored, and they are being rewarded. The tears you have shed are not a sign of weakness, but a testament to your strength, for you have endured what many could not. And now, heaven is preparing to turn your mourning into dancing, your sorrow into joy. The tables are turning, beloved, and the shift is divine. Those who mocked you, who spoke words of derision and scorn, will soon be silenced by the hand of God. They will watch as you are lifted to places they never imagined you could reach. The elevation God has planned for you is not for your pride, but for His glory. It is a testimony to His power, His faithfulness, and His love. The world may have written you off, but God has written your name in the book of life. The world may have dismissed you as insignificant, but God has called you His own. Consider the story of Joseph, a man betrayed by his own brothers, sold into slavery, and falsely accused. For years, he languished in a prison, forgotten by those he had helped. Yet, in a single moment, God turned the tables. From the dungeon, Joseph was raised to the palace, from obscurity to authority. So it will be with you, beloved. The same God who delivered Joseph is working in your life. The same God who turned the tables for Esther, for David, for Daniel, is turning the tables for you. Your story is not over. Your chapter of trial is giving way to a chapter of triumph. The courtrooms of man are limited, bound by human understanding and corrupted by human motives. They may hold documents, they may issue rulings, but their authority is temporary. The courtroom of heaven, however, is eternal. It is presided over by the King of Kings, whose judgments are righteous and true. In this divine courtroom, your case has been heard. The lies spoken against you have been weighed, the injustices done to you have been examined, and the truth of your heart has been revealed. The enemy may have placed chains on your reputation, labeling you with words that do not define you. But God is the one who names you. He calls you beloved, chosen, redeemed. He sees the truth of who you are, and he is about to declare the truth to the world. Every label of shame, every lie of failure, every limitation of doubt will be broken by the power of his word. The chains that have bound you will fall, and you will walk in the freedom of his truth. This is not just a personal victory, beloved. It is a divine statement, a proclamation from heaven that the Creator's plans for you cannot be thwarted. The enemy may have tried to rewrite your story, but God is the author and finisher of your faith. He is writing a story of redemption, a story of justice, a story of glory. Let the powerful sit in their high places, for their thrones are built on sand. Let them pass their judgments, for their words are fleeting. Let them whisper in their circles, for their plans are fragile before the Almighty. God is not intimidated by their platforms, their influence, or their wealth. He is not impressed by their connections or their titles. For in one moment, he can shift everything in your favor. He can change the wind, redirect the tide, and open doors that no man can shut. The favor of God is your inheritance, beloved. It is not earned by your works, but given by his grace. When God decides to favor you, no enemy can stand against you. When God decides to lift you up, no force can pull you down. His favor is a shield around you, a light upon your path, and a promise of his presence. The psalmist declares, "For you bless the righteous, O Lord, you cover him with favor as with a shield." Psalm 5:12. This is the shield that surrounds you now, beloved. This is the favor that will carry you forward. Do not be discouraged if you have not yet seen the full manifestation of God's promise. The ways of the Almighty are not like the ways of man. He often works in silence before he reveals his glory in sight. Behind the scenes of your life, the angels are moving. We are the ministers of his will, dispatched to carry out his plans. We are reviewing the documents of truth, uncovering the testimonies that have been hidden, exposing the evidence that will vindicate you. The wheels of divine justice are turning, and they will not be stopped. The delays you have experienced are not denials, they are divine preparations. God is aligning circumstances, orchestrating events, and preparing hearts to receive the truth of your story. The silence you have endured is not a sign of abandonment, but a prelude to revelation. The Apostle Paul wrote, "And we know that for those who love God all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose." Romans 8:28. This is the promise that holds you now, beloved. All things are your pain, your trials, your tears are working together for your good. This season of trial will not end in shame. The situations that have tested your faith will not destroy your future. Instead, they will be the platform upon which God displays his justice and his love. The enemy thought he could use your pain to break you, but God is using it to build you. The world thought it could use your trials to diminish you, but God is using them to magnify you. Your story is not one of defeat, but of divine victory. Consider the cross, the greatest injustice in history, where the Son of God was mocked, crucified, and buried. Yet, from that place of suffering came the greatest triumph for the resurrection that changed the course of eternity. So it will be with you, beloved. Your cross will lead to your crown. Your pain will lead to your purpose. Your trials will lead to your testimony. My child, I speak now as one sent from the heart of heaven, a messenger wrapped in light, carrying words not from earth, but from the throne of the Eternal. I come to whisper to your weary soul, to breathe life into your spirit, and to remind you of the truth heaven has always known all about you. Even in the quiet places. Even when no one calls your name. Even when the silence feels heavy and your prayers seem unanswered. You are not forgotten. Heaven has kept record of every tear, every cry, every silent hope you held deep within. Your name is spoken in the courts of angels. Your life is held in the hands of God Himself. Yes, the road has been hard. Yes, there were moments when it felt like everything was falling apart. There were days you thought you had nothing left to give. But you are still here. You are still breathing. And that, my beloved, is proof of your strength, and more than that, it is proof of the strength of the one who carries you. People may have spoken against you. They may have judged you without understanding your heart. They may have left you, misunderstood you, or even mocked you. But their words do not have power to shape your future. Only one voice holds that power, the voice of your Creator. And He says you are chosen. He says you are redeemed. He says you are His. You have heard the whispers that told you you were not enough, that you had failed too deeply, that your past had disqualified you. But those whispers are not truth. They are shadows. And you, my beloved, were made for light. The truth is that your worth does not come from what you have done or what has been done to you. Your worth comes from who made you, and He has never made a mistake. He shaped you with care. He formed you with purpose. Before anyone knew your name, He spoke destiny over your life. And that destiny still stands. You are not lost. You are not broken beyond repair. You are being rebuilt by the hands of grace. You are chosen by God, called by His name, and covered by His grace. These are not just words. They are promises sealed in heaven. The same God who set the stars in place has called you His own. The same voice that calmed the storm says, "Peace, be still," to your heart. The same hands that healed the blind are now holding your life with care. This is a holy time. The winds are changing. The tide is turning. And what was done in secret will be brought into the light, not to shame you, but to lift you. God is bringing truth to the surface. He is lifting lies off your shoulders. He is setting things right. The truth of who you are will shine forth like the dawn. No more hiding. No more fear. No more living in the shadow of shame. The dawn is coming, and with it, your identity will rise like the sun. All who look will see the beauty that God has placed in you. They will see not the mistakes, but the miracle. I know it feels like it is. I know you have tried to carry everything, to be strong, to fight back, to defend yourself. But you were never meant to do this alone. There are angels around you even now. Heaven is fighting beside you. And most of all, God Himself is standing for you. Lay it down, child. Let go of the need to prove, to win, to make others see. That weight is not for your shoulders. You are not the judge, and you do not need to be. Your Father in heaven sees all, knows all, and He will make all things right in His perfect time. The proof is not yours to chase down. You do not need to explain your worth. You do not need to convince anyone of your value. Your story will speak for itself in time. Your peace will be the loudest testimony. Your light will be your answer. Rest your case at the feet of God. Give it to Him, the pain, the questions, the injustice. Give Him the weight of trying to fix what was broken. He knows how to mend. He knows how to restore. He knows how to heal the parts that even you cannot reach. Watch Him make a public display of His faithfulness. He will do it, beloved. Not to humiliate others, but to glorify His goodness. He will lift you up in ways you never imagined. He will show the world what He can do with the life surrendered to Him. You will be a testimony of love, a witness to mercy, a living picture of grace. He is your defender, your advocate, your deliverer. You are not alone in this. You have a heavenly defender who never loses a case. You have an advocate who speaks for you in the courts of heaven. You have a deliverer who is mighty to save. He has not failed you, and He never will. He will fight for you, and He will win. It may not look the way you expect. It may not come as quickly as you want. But victory is certain. It is written. The end of your story is in His hands, and those hands are full of love. The story of your life is turning, beloved. You are not stuck. You are not forgotten. The page is turning. A new chapter is beginning. And this chapter is filled with beauty, purpose, and joy. The author of your story is not finished. He is just getting started. The sentence of condemnation is breaking. Every word spoken against you that was not from heaven is being broken now. Every lie, every label, every curse is being undone. You are stepping into freedom. You are walking into light. The final word belongs to God. Not your past. Not your enemies. Not your fears. Only God gets to write the final line of your story. And He is writing it with love. With justice. With victory. The enemy may have tried to write the ending. He tried to close the book too soon. He tried to convince you it was over. But God is the author. And what He writes no one can erase. He is writing a chapter of redemption, a chapter of restoration, a chapter of glory. Heaven overrules, beloved. That means what was spoken on earth can be overturned by what is spoken in heaven. It means no plan against you will succeed. It means you are protected by something higher. The decrees of man are overturned by the decrees of God. They said it was over. They said you were finished. But heaven says you are just beginning. Heaven says you are chosen, anointed, and protected. Heaven's word always has the final say. The lies of the enemy are silenced by the truth of the Almighty. Let that truth echo in your heart. Let it drown out the noise of fear. Let it replace the wounds of the past with the promise of the future. The chains of injustice are broken by the power of His love. You are not bound anymore. The things that held you are falling away. The pain that clung to you is losing its grip. You are being loosed, freed, released into joy. You are stepping into a new season. It will be filled with light, with hope, with healing, with peace. You will find rest. You will find laughter. You will find your voice again. A season where God's favor will be evident. It will be seen in the way doors open for you. In the way people honor you. In the way your heart feels lighter. In the way your path is made clear. Where His justice will be seen. Not just for you, but through you. You will be a carrier of justice. A voice for peace. A light in dark places. Where His love will be felt. Deep in your soul. In your dreams. In your everyday life. You will feel the nearness of heaven. You will know you are not alone. Hold fast to this promise, cherished one. Do not let go. Even when the night is long. Even when the waiting hurts. Hold on. The promise is sure. The day is coming. The waves of heaven's response are coming. They are moving now. They are drawing close. They will break upon your life with beauty, healing, and joy. The angels are moving. Even now, they are arranging things. They are going ahead of you. They are protecting you. They are carrying heaven's answers. The Creator is working. in ways you cannot see, in places you cannot reach. He is not slow. He is precise. And he is faithful. And you, beloved, are about to see the glory of God displayed in your life. Not just in one moment, but in many. Not just in big things, but in small ones. The glory of God will surround you, shine through you, and dwell within you. Rest in His love. Let it hold you. Let it heal you. Let it teach you how to breathe again. Trust in His timing. He is never late. He is never early. He is always on time. He knows when to lift you. And He will. Walk in His truth. Let His words guide you. Let His promises lead you. Let His voice be the loudest one you hear. For heaven has spoken. And heaven has ruled in your favor.